If you struggle with the dreaded slow put-away volley, then this is the video you need to watch. I'm going to show you 2 keys to putting away those slow volleys that we all hate. They're so simple. They're right on top of the net, and what happens? You dump it in the bottom of the net. Well, no more, so keep watching. Don't you hate when you've been in a match, you do everything right, you set up the point, and you get this easy sitter volley, and what happens? Boom, you drop it in the bottom of the net. Oh my God, I can't stand that. Well, in this video, like I said, I'm gonna show or share with you 2 keys to make sure that doesn't ever happen for you again, or at least we alleviate a lot of it. Okay, so why is this video important? Well, again, if you've worked so hard to set up the point, you don't wanna dump easy volleys. And the kind of weird thing about it is sometimes the easiest volleys are not so easy, and that's why we need to know the important parts about preparing for this volley to make sure you don't dump the easy ones. So let's get into the lesson today. So the very first thing, obviously, is recognize that you're getting a slow volley that you're gonna have to move up to. Now, this is the first key. It's the awareness, where the awareness goes to the feet, because this is what happens. You hit that great shot, and you get a volley, and the ball comes, you see it, and you start waiting, and boom, you let the ball drop. When we see that we've hit a great shot and we're gonna start moving forward, the first thing we wanna do is make sure we move in and use our feet, okay? It's so important. That's the number 1 key. Awareness that goes to the feet. Once we recognize that, okay, I can get in and I can actually take the ball above the net, that's half the battle, okay? Racket preparation is the second one. It's so important, and it's like the twin brother. I kind of wrestled with which is 1 and which is 2, but I think the racket prep is first. You have to have the awareness with your eyes and your feet to move forward. Now, once we're darting forward, and I mean when I say you have to move a lot quicker than normal. Most players come in for a volley and they split and they come in and they let the ball drop, and that's what happens. Compared to seeing the ball, getting in, and really closing the net hard with your feet. Now, what you did see is the second thing that I talked about, which is preparation. The other thing is we start moving to the ball, but we haven't set the racket. By not setting the racket, you're not telling your feet how close or how far you need to be to the ball. So if I run and I suddenly set my racket halfway between, my feet start going, whoa, buddy, you didn't tell me I need to be that close earlier. So it's really important you do it almost at the same time. Once I recognize, I hold the racket out here and keep it nice and short. If there was a third key, that would be it. It would be keeping the racket swing very compact. Most of the power that you're going to generate from this volley isn't from the swing, it's from your legs and running through the ball. So when I get the ball, I'm going to move forward, and all I'm going to do is making sure that I keep my swing nice and short, and then as I'm moving through, I'm pushing through my legs, okay? So in review, tip number 1, or focus number 1 area, is making sure that we're aware that we move fast. You're not just going up through the motions, going in that. You have to move in and try to take the ball above the net. Number 2, racket preparation. Making sure that you hold your racket up and in front of you, keeping the swing really short, which is basically kind of number 3. As long as you can hold that racket, keep it short, and take the ball above the net, you're gonna make a lot more of those easy, slow, killer sitter volleys. Now, this is the one warning that you have to have. We get so anxious when we see that ball, okay? It's floating there, it's nice and slow, it looks nice and yummy, that we tend to a lot of times go up there and we think we need to swing. The greater you make your swing, the harder it is to time the right contact for the ball. That's why we want to keep the swing nice and short to make the timing really easy, okay? I hope you enjoyed this tip. I hope you don't miss any more of those short sitter volleys anymore. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and like this video if you got something out of it. This is Kevin Garlington from TotalTennisDomination.com. Go out and play tough.